that you're suffering, but you shouldn't show that you're suffering. And always
also you were suffering.
Everyone suffer, but it's how you suffer. Everyone suffers.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode where we talk cycling with Almost Elite. Please like, comment, subscribe. We've been reading your comments. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. Today we're talking to a very young man who's managed to achieve so much in cycling. TLOTLO, welcome to the show, Guy. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. We're interested in how long you've been cycling and why cycling. And also, I know you do both mountain bike as well as the road. Tell us a bit about how you keep the balance between the two. Let's get to know you.
Yeah, it's TLOTLO Selala here, 21 years of age. I was born and raised in Mamelodi, so I'm a Pretorian. I've never been in Limpopo for quite some time now. Yeah, I have 4 years of experience, 4 to 5 years of experience right now. And I started riding in a development club in Mamelodi named it Sunny Urban Riders. That's why they laid a good platform to the person I am today. Then I was later signed by Exaro because of, I think in 2019, I was the junior rider of the year for the Gauteng. So that's why they got the light in. Then I was invited to be riding for them. So unfortunately, in Exaro, it's about mountain biking. So I used to do road and mountain biking back then, but now the balance is I do more for mountain biking than road, but I'm still riding good in road. That's why I get the balance. It's school, mountain biking, and road bike.
Yeah, it looks like the man has got his priorities quite clear. School, mountain bike, and then if we have some time, we'll go on the road. I mean, I've also seen that you sometimes bring the mountain bike to the road and you'll be road racing on the mountain bike. Tell us a bit about that. I mean, some of us roadies look at you in the starting line like, hey, Lord, this man is here with his mountain bike trying to go against the roadies. Tell us about that.
Well, if you see us riding mountains on a road race, it's purely about training. We are not there for podiums. That's why we use mountains on road bikes, on a road race. But if you see a road race and we came with road bikes, then we are aiming for podium, going to hammer it down.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's very interesting. Now we know what to look out for, Eugene. We just check if he's on his mountain bike, he's here for training. But then if he's on his road bike, the man means business.
Yeah, man. So how I actually got a hold or know of TLOTLO was, I think it was the 2021 Tshwane Classic, where everyone was talking about this young TLOTLO who won the AL bunch and how it happened. And there was a lot of fairy tale stories of how it happened, man. And I think, that's probably one of your achievements, I would hope.
Winning. So one of the most achievements, I've quite achievements, but that was also one of the most achievements.
Yeah, let's talk about other achievements then. So what else has TLOTLO achieved in his very short cycling career?
The biggest achievement it's being selected to world champs in mountain biking, which I clearly didn't see that coming. Like I was just riding here in Gauteng, but I've never thought of going overseas for the first time. Yeah. Then
Where was it?
It was in Italy. So I got my first visa with an 8-hour and 5-hour flight to Italy. So
what happened in the world champs, man?
We got there, I think we got there a week before, then we checked the route and everything was well planned. But unfortunately on race day, they were best of the best, to be honest. The world champ was there, Nino Sheta was there.
Yeah.
You name them, all those guys you see on TV, it was a privilege to race against them.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes in the race, misfortune happens. I got a puncture and it was a really bad one, so I couldn't fix it and I had to wait at the tech zone. And that's how my race finished, which it didn't clearly finish nice, but according to the history of that race, it was the toughest in history because the winner took it with 6 hours and it was the longest in history. So it's a pity it happened that I was part of it while it's the hardest in history.
Yeah, but you're so young, man. You can still participate in even world champs in the next 10 years, right? So I mean,
talking of that, I got the certificate. I was awarded by the Gauteng on Sunday. I won't forget the day. Because it was really special. It was the 31th of July 2022, where I got the 3 certificates of wearing the South African colors.
Wow.
And they were all selected because of I went to UCL marathon.
Yeah.
And other achievements were Exaro. I won the Exaro this year. Came second last year, and this year I came first.
In the Cape Epic, right?
Yeah, Cape Epic.
Yeah.
So from the first try, I've never been off podium, which is a privilege. It's not easy to try to finish Epic, honestly. It's another world out there.
Yeah.
It's like the front in road. This is Epic. Then in West Wales, I got that place. Yeah, on that day, it was last year. I wasn't feeling well. It was my first West Wales, and I also finished nicely. And other races, I forgot about them because it's been a while. I think 2 years of experience, I already had some podiums. Nice.
Yeah, I think, man, you've achieved so much, man, at your age. I think there's a lot of exciting stuff ahead from you. Quite an achievement, quite a very, very impressive achievement, rather, for your age. And I think a lot of youngsters will really be looking up to you, so including us, the older guys. So well done on that, guys. Big ups, for raising the flag.
Yeah, it's a privilege to hear that from you, because I think now, if you can check my social media stuff, I made it clear that whatever I'm posting, it's basically motivating young kids to choose wisely when it comes to sport. Not necessarily cycling, but when you choose a sport, make sure you're committed. Starting from sleeping 8 hours, resting, eating, and always having a privilege that there's people out there who can help you succeed in your sport. So in social media, I made it clear that this is a motivation. I'm not bragging about whatever success I had, maybe, but it's a motivation that I like to bring out to the world.
So speaking of your, you mentioned people supporting you. So who do you have in your life right now supporting you in cycling and generally just around your life?
A lot. Some of them, they are indirect. You know those people where they're like, if you have a problem, just give a call.
Yeah.
They don't expect anything in return. Exaro is the first company, first team that supports me in accommodation, food, education, and I have some of Ugandan guys like KG, Katleho, Tsepo, Mpaki, Pesi Mudisel, Tabo. It's quite a lot of them. Some of them, it's a pity. I don't remember their name, but they're always there. Even depression when it's there, just give a call and tell them, hey, this is a problem. I'm facing this. I can't focus in school because of this happened. Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's a lot.
Oh, tell me, man. I've watched you cycle, man. I've been privileged enough to ride with you, and you're very composed in how you spin the bike, and every time I look at you, I feel like this guy, there's a science to this thing. There's perhaps some technique he's applying there. You don't look like the rest of us who are just trying to spin our legs and move forward. Can you tell us a bit more about how you ride your bike, the way you pedal, your cadence and your rhythm? Tell us about that. I feel like there's more to it where you are concerned.
Oh, well, when I started cycling, I didn't have what do you call a GS, so I was just riding a bike. But ever since I got the privilege to ride the bike with computer and power meters and cadence and stuff, that's why I saw that riding a bike is not about moving from point A to point B. I started riding aggressive, but first and foremost, you shouldn't show that you're suffering. Like how you ride when you're relaxing. How you ride when you're relaxing, it should be more the same. Like it should be slightly that you're suffering, but you shouldn't show that you're suffering. And always
also you were suffering.
Everyone suffers, but it's how you suffer. Everyone suffers. So even also cadence, like it's this technique of people prefer different types of cadence. You should always know which one is yours that you feel comfortable with. But a cadence more than 70 upwards, I think that's the relaxing cadence. Everyone can keep up with it, and it's easy to push those power with that cadence. That's how I ride my bike, and I also ride with visualizing. You don't ride a bike isn't like on a bike. You just imagine a route. Let's say 500 meters from where you are. That's where you imagine the route. And also riding with checking who's riding behind you and in front of you. When you stand up, you check. You don't. There's people whereby when they stand in a group, they like push their bike slightly backwards, and that's where you get like touch of wheels. So when you stand up slightly nicely, then you pedal and you don't move your bike so wild whereby everyone doesn't want to be close to you when you stand up because they know you. So you should move slightly, especially in a peloton of road bike. You should move slightly. Do those moves slightly nice because you're riding with people around you. No one expects a crash. That's the worst thing to happen.
Yeah. So tell me, Tlotlo, where do you train on the mountain bike? So which trails do you use for mountain bike training? Because it requires a lot of technical training, I would assume.
A lot.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on hours because we don't always be on trails out there whereby you pay. Sometimes you can just ride off-road. Yeah, but the trails I'm going to, it's Buffalo's Drift. It's a Volvo Spray Trail Wolf and Rosemary Hills. The one in all of those trails in Pretoria, East Pretoria. Most of them.
Tell me, Tlotlo, you've spoken about some of your secret where cycling is and how you pedal, etc. Tell us about some of your secrets in terms of what you put in your mouth. I mean, what do you think nutrition-wise? What are your nyawupes? What is in that water bottle of yours? And some of the chocolate bars and maybe what you have for breakfast. And tell us about what goes in your mouth.
Well, it starts in the morning. Purely oats. You can get it anywhere. It's not a secret, that one. You can get it anywhere. It's pretty cheap and also easy to use. And it can stay longer in your stomach when you eat it in the morning. And in my bottle, it's Pepto Sport. Because now I get the privilege to use supplements and drinks whereby a body can do this much and you need those like nutrition and stuff to further your performance. So I'm using Pepto Sport, which is Zaro sponsor. That's what it's in my bottle. And whenever I run out, because if it's a long day, like on Sunday when we were riding, it was a long day, then I did put Coke. I didn't put water because it's only for training, guys. If you wanna race, you don't race with water. If you wanna mess up your day, use water. You'll never like it. So yeah. And also if after a long day of riding, it's nice when you get a Coke, a normal Coke, the one you have for recovery. Just, I think 15 minutes after a ride, get a Coke, get a proper meal, and everything's well done.
Okay. Yeah, man. You can tell this man is matured for his age. I was telling him off air that he speaks like a like a man who's been cycling for years, right?
Yeah, very, very much. I mean, I think he did give us a few words of wisdom there earlier. Some of the things that he's trying to drive, the motivations that he's trying to drive through social media to inspire people. But more specifically, TLOTLO, I mean, you've gotten a great opportunity having Exxaro take you under their wing and sponsor you and support you through your cycling ambitions. What would you say to the guy out there who's pretty much your age, very passionate about cycling, but who hasn't really gotten the opportunity to meet or cross paths with the likes of Exxaro? What's your message to people who wish to get sponsorship like you've received?
My message to people, honestly, is basically simple but hard to do it. You must wake up early in the morning, train as much as you can, and go out there. It doesn't matter what race you go to. Go out there and perform to your level best. There's nothing that can beat that level best. That's why people can see you. These days, it's not easy to go to a sponsor and say, I want this sponsor. You must show what you are capable of. So always when you train, especially on a bike, go full gas and try by all means to have a good attitude around people. You never know who's your next guy who's going to help you, honestly. I've been helped by people whereby I just gave him a tube. The next thing he invites me to a ride. After a ride, I was known by this guy and that guy. The next thing, someone buys me a textbook. So have a great attitude around people around you before you can say you're up there. You must have a nice attitude around people around you. And also little opportunities. We don't expect big opportunities like Exxaro. Like little opportunities. There's people who call you for a coffee ride. Might be a coffee ride, but there's a lot after that. Those little opportunities, that's the opportunities that will build to a bigger one. That's what I used. I didn't just go to Exxaro straight or to University of Pretoria straight. I had to use those little opportunities to build this big one I have. And it's not even yet where I want to be. I want to be in a professional level. So I'm using this opportunity as much as I can. That's what people should do. Wow. Whatever opportunity you get, use it as much as you can.
Yes. So speaking of opportunities, you and I spoke about a fantastic opportunity that you have. Do you want to maybe tell the audience about that, man?
Exxaro, to be honest, I'd like to thank the sponsors from first and foremost, R&B there, throwing a huge prizes. When they told us about the 10-year contract with Cape Epic, which has been extended. So each and every development team right now in South Africa, it has an ability to compete for that 100,000. So imagine that's a big prize. So Exxaro did throw a lot of prizes, to be honest, in this development of building youngsters. So this is a big opportunity. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Anytime when I think about it, sometimes I think of crying because of it went beyond what I expected. It's not easy to take a child from home and give him accommodation first. Make sure I think we are 24 here. No, we are 10 official riders and 10 extra who are also knocking the door. So it's not easy to keep the child from his home, come and feed him, make sure he has a full stomach, make sure he's going to school, he's training, he's meeting right people, because out there it's quite a very dangerous place. You find kids smoking, going to parties. So Exxaro, it's a big opportunity, honestly speaking. Sometimes even now I feel like crying, but I must be mentioned.
It's okay, you can cry. Yeah, it's a safe space. It's only YouTube.
More specifically, More specifically, I want to talk about the opportunity abroad that you have. So, to Belgium, I think.
Yeah. Well, as I told you, I was told the week before Epic that I'm going to Epic. So in Epic, this is the process I'm talking about. We have won the green jersey, and it happened that the price for green jersey was cash. I won't mention the price, but also a Curo bursary that takes a child from grade R to grade 12. It's like a scholarship, a fully guaranteed scholarship from Model C school, which is not what I expected. So I had two of those. Now I'm taking my niece to Curo, which is a Model C. I never got a chance to go there, but she got a chance to go there.
Yeah.
And also a trip to Belgium, whereby we go to, they call it Bakala. It's a high performance center used by pro teams and also including Quickstep Alpha Final. It's like their home ground there.
Yeah.
We'll be riding with them. I think it's 2 or 1 week somewhere. Yeah, I think 2 weeks. We'll be riding with them for 2 weeks in Belgium, which is a great honor because Philemon Sibona once went there, and after that he became a professional.
Wow.
I'm not yet a professional, but after going there at the high performance center, you get tested, you get fully tested like a professional rider. Then when you come back, you have a reference that you went there, you did this and that, and you're ready to be a pro. Any pro team, if there's a ride, or any pro team, if I want to apply to you after coming back there, maybe I can be accepted.
Yeah, that's great, man. I'm really excited for you. And who are you looking forward to riding with? In Quickstep Alpha Vinyl.
It's purely simple, Jens. The person who's almost my age, which is Remco van der Poel. That guy, he's doing wonders, man. I'm inspired, but he's old enough. But I want to ride with this Remco.
Yeah, no, man. I also look up to Remco actually, and I mean, in his recent race that he won, Classica San Sebastian. Yeah, he really inspired me. One day I also want to be like him, but I'm too old now for that.
Well, you're not old, but you can do anything. Honestly speaking, even after riding with him, maybe when you can do the next interview, I'll tell you different cadence because I'll be seeing someone who's different cadence.
Yeah, no, he spins. I know he spins.
He's riding so incredible. That guy.
I get my inspiration from him. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully it's next month.
All right. And then I think just in closing, what are the other things coming up for you for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, I've raced a couple of races. Wafa Foot will be there. Wines to Wales, 94.7, and it's both road and mountain. And as I said, if you come with mountain, it will be training. But if you come with road bikes, it's gonna be lit.
Podium.
Yeah, and hopefully I saw in my calendar there's Summer Show. There's a
nice.
new thing there. Yeah, there's Summer Show. I'm quite excited about that too.
We'll see you there.
And Trail Nissan, which is mountain biking. Yeah, I have quite a nice calendar, nice racing calendar.
And sorry, before you go, man, something you mentioned earlier that I'm quite interested in hearing more about is you mentioned that at the top of your priority is school, followed by your mountain bike, and you also want to achieve quite a lot where cycling is concerned, and very often people would actually pick one. Tell us why you think school is so important, and also a little bit about how you manage to balance school and cycling.
The balance is quite tricky, honestly. When it comes to school, you have a lot of work, you have a lot of assignments to do. And school is very important. I can't rely on mountain biking. Anything can happen. You can break a bone and your career is finished right there. And as a person like me, the color right there, it's quite a difficult thing to focus on sports, honestly speaking. Education, as Nelson Mandela once said, education is the key to success. So I want to use this opportunity while writing and doing school, but school for now, it will be a plan B, just in case if sport doesn't work out for me. But I always want to have that plan B of school, get my degree, hopefully get my master's on the same degree. And yeah, I'll have a nice privilege to tell people that, hey guys, I'm a lawyer by profession, but here's what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
I'm riding a bike, but this is my backup plan, which is a great thing. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's taking longer than expected, but I'll get there when it comes to school.
Wow, man! Thank you so much for chatting to us. I think you're certainly going far. I think you've shown a lot of leadership skills, a lot of maturity, a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
And I think in a couple of years' time, we're gonna look back at this video and say, "Hey, we once interviewed this man, or we once wrote with this man." We are watching you, guy, and we are proud of you, and we want to support you and cheer you on, and keep inspiring the young ones out there. And for all our viewers, keep watching, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much. Let's talk cycling. Almost elite.